A lot of guys think the reason conversations with women don't go anywhere is because they're not funny enough, not attractive enough, or they just don't know the right thing to say. But most of the time, that's not actually the problem. The real problem is that guys make one mistake that slowly kills the conversation before attraction even has a chance to build. And the crazy part is, most guys don't even realize they're doing it. They think they're being polite. They think they're keeping the conversation going. But from the other side, it feels completely different. Once you understand this mistake, you'll start noticing it everywhere. At parties, at bars, in class, or even just when people meet for the first time. So, if you want your conversations with women to actually go somewhere, these are a few lessons you need to understand. Lesson 1. The biggest mistake guys make when talking to women is turning the conversation into an interview. You've probably seen this happen before. A guy starts talking to a girl and immediately goes into question mode. Where are you from? What do you study? What do you do for fun? How long have you lived here? Now, asking questions isn't bad, but when the entire conversation becomes question after question, it starts to feel like a job interview instead of a natural interaction. And when someone feels like they're being interviewed, the energy disappears. Attraction doesn't build through interviews. It builds through shared energy and personality. So instead of just asking another question every time she answers, start adding your own reactions. For example, if she says she studies psychology, instead of jumping to another question, you could say, psychology. So you're secretly analyzing everyone you talk to. Now, the conversation has personality. Now it feels playful instead of robotic. Lesson 2. Another mistake guys make is trying too hard to impress. A lot of guys feel like they need to prove their value in every conversation. So they start talking about everything they've done, their plans, their goals, or things they're working on. But confidence isn't shown by how much you try to impress someone. Confidence is shown by how comfortable you are without trying to impress them. Think about the most charismatic people you know. They're not forcing stories or trying to sell themselves. They're relaxed. They're enjoying the moment. And because they're comfortable, other people become comfortable around them too. When you stop trying to prove yourself, conversations naturally start feeling more genuine. Lesson 3. Another thing that quietly kills conversations is playing everything too safe. When guys get nervous, they stick to the safest topics possible. School, work, basic, small talk. The problem is, safe conversations are usually forgettable conversations. If nothing interesting or playful happens in the interaction, there's no reason for the other person to remember it. This doesn't mean you need crazy pickup lines. It just means letting your personality show a little more. Maybe you tease her slightly. Maybe you react to something she says in a playful way. Those little moments of personality are what actually make the conversation stand out. Lesson 4. The last mistake is overthinking every single thing you say. A lot of guys are constantly running a script in their head during the conversation. What should I say next? Did that sound weird? Was that a good response? But the more you think like that, the less natural the interaction becomes. You're not really listening anymore. You're just trying to calculate the next move. The best conversations happen when you stop trying to control every moment and just stay present. You don't need the perfect line. You just need to respond naturally to what's happening in the moment. Most guys think Attraction comes from saying the perfect thing. But the truth is, the biggest difference between guys who struggle in conversations and guys who don't isn't looks or intelligence, it's their energy. They're relaxed, they're present, they're not trying too hard. So the next time you're talking to a woman, stop focusing on saying the perfect thing. Instead, focus on having a real conversation. Because once you stop making the mistake most guys make, you'll notice something interesting. Conversations start flowing naturally. People start enjoying talking to you more. And suddenly interactions that used to feel awkward start feeling effortless. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on confidence, self-improvement, and becoming the best version of yourself, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.